So, did I ever tell you about my first turkey hunt? Me and Dan Fedderson and a bunch of other boys headed out to the Niobrara to go turkey hunting. In the morning, Dan and I went out to set up our decoys. We set up our decoys in a blind, and the turkeys started coming in. We was calling them. They was coming in just beautiful, but they had range finders. Every one of them did. And as soon as they got within range, they turned around and went back. Dan says to me, he says, you know, I think they've made us. There ain't no way we're going to get them. We might as well just tear down. So we tore down, got in the pickup, and started heading back towards camp. About halfway back to camp, we seen this big tom turkey just on the other side of the Niobrara. And as soon as he seen us, he swatted down. And Dan turned to me and he says, you know, that ain't like a tom this time of year. Normally a tom turkey this time of the year either ignores you or flies away. If they're after girls, they ignore you. If they're not, they get the heck out of Dodge. He says, I think that turkey's hurt. He says, I'll bet we could skinny down, go across the river and get that thing. Now, I've been on the Niobrara in July, and in July, the river runs about 32.4 degrees, and this is in April, and it is cold out. I says, maybe you could go across that river skinnying down. We can't do it. He says, well, I think I can do it. I said, well, I'll sit here in the truck and watch for you. So I'm sitting there, and pretty soon the turkey hops over a little ways, and I'm watching this turkey, and he hopped along a little ways and stopped, hopped along a little ways and stopped. Pretty soon, just about the time Dan was getting ready to get in the river, the turkey took flight and he flew away. I honked the horn, saved Dan from a fate worse than death, I always figured. But anyway, we went down, I got Dan, we headed on out, headed back to camp. Well, this was one of those unusual spring days in Nebraska where the weather went from being just above freezing to just below 100 degrees in one day. Well, a little afternoon, it got so damn hot, we couldn't stand ourselves or each other or anything else. So we decided to go down to the river and do a little skinny dipping, take our soap, take a bath. Well, where we went to was about where we had seen this turkey before. So we're in there bathing away, and pretty soon Dan says, you know, that little grove of trees that turkey flew into ain't very big. I'll bet he's still in there, because he was hurt. He says, I'll bet we could take our guns, skinny down across the river, go get him. Well, it's already wet, no big deal. So I grabbed my old flintlock rifle in one hand and my cowboy boots in the other hand, and I was barefoot in between, and I went naked into the wilderness, literally. Headed across the river, and Dan's coming behind me, and I look back and I says, Dan, ain't you gonna bring your shotgun? He says, oh heck, you got your shotgun, I don't need one. I'm carrying a smoothbore flintlock trade gun, 20 gauge. Everybody else is shooting modern guns. I thought, okay. So I'm working my way across, and the water's up to about here. I got across the river, and I look back, and there ain't no Dan behind me. And I hollered back to Byron, I said, where's Dan at? Now, Dan stands about this tall. The water's up to about here on me. He says, well, Dan couldn't make it across the river. He's going to go on down the river a ways, find a shallower spot to go. I thought, well, hell, I ain't going to wait for him. He ain't got a shotgun anyhow. I took my old flintlock, my cowboy boots, and I looked around. The grass looked good, so I threw my cowboy boots down. Me and my old flintlock, we went naked into the wilderness, literally. I'm barefoot, all the way from this end to this end. And I'm walking along, and I come to this little depression in the ground, kind of like a little creek. And I headed down in that to get across, and about the time I'm coming out of the creek, this is about the last place I had seen the turkey, this turkey took off, and he was about that far in front of my nose when he took off. And it just scared the bejesus out of me. And I did everything with that gun but do the Queen Anne salute. And I finally got the thing to my shoulder, and by the time I got it to the shoulder, the turkey was out there quite a ways, and he had his wings set, so I knew he was coming in for a landing, and there ain't no sense wasting my one shot. So I seen him go down, so I took off walking over towards where he was, and I can see about where he's going to be. He gets up about 25 feet from me, 15, 25 feet from me, starts running. I pulls back the hammer and I go, click. That's called a flash in the pan, and it ain't a good thing. Now this outfit I'm wearing ain't got no pockets in it. Therefore, I ain't got nothing to fix this gun with. So I seen the turkey, he ran over about 20 feet and he stopped. And I hollered across the river, I said, Byron, bring me my pouch! The turkey, he takes off running. The turkey ran just about another 20 feet or so and he stopped, and I come over closer to the turkey and I see him and I holler, Byron, bring me a gun or my pouch! The turkey takes off running. Now we're building a bit of a sequence here. When I holler, the turkey runs. When I don't holler, the turkey don't run. Aha! I come up with an idea. I look down, there's a stick about 4 foot long, about 1.25 inches in diameter, piece of good hard wood. I thought, I'll lump him with that. So I grabbed my flintlock in this hand, grab the stick in this hand, and I go sneaking up on this turkey. Well, about time I got close enough to get him, the turkey didn't decide that was a good idea, so he took off running. So I took off after the turkey, and the turkey took off, and he started running, and he had one leg, and I found out a turkey with one leg can run exactly the same speed as I can with 2 legs. But boy, he can outmaneuver me big time. So I'm a running and a swinging and a swinging and a running. Of course, I'm a swinging in more than one way. And I finally got a lucky blow in, and I got the turkey in the back of the head, and I got me a 20-pound tom without firing a shot. My first turkey. Now, we often wished we could have had this on videotape, but we didn't know. If we'd have had it on videotape, would have we sold it to Field and Stream or Hustler?